Binance has just destroyed 68 million US dollars worth of its native BNB token in its largest quarterly incremental burn to date. This is absolutely massive. We knew this was always coming. And with these ongoing burns of BNB, how does that make you feel about the Binance token? I tell you something, BNB was in the space when I got involved into the space in late 2017. I was around at ICO stage for BNB when it was only around 30 cents or less for one BNB token. It's sitting up at around 28 US dollars, 29 US dollars, maybe even today. Is a nice little return on that BNB token. And what does it even do? Well, a lot of really great things. It serves great utility. It's held a really good, steady price appreciation over time. And I've got to be honest, when I'm thinking of the king of crypto, obviously there's only one king of crypto. What is it? Can anyone guess? Bitcoin, of course, is the king of crypto, sitting around 18,300 USD, baby. Today, nothing will ever beat Bitcoin for the long term. But sometimes we think to ourselves, well, we don't just always want to invest in Bitcoin, you know, we want to look at other coins as well. And number 2 market cap obviously is Ethereum, and Ethereum gets the rap for always being number 2. But I tell you what, BNB is a steady, valuable player in the altcoin space that I think it's worth really taking a look at investing in if you haven't already. Again, not financial advice. These videos are never financial advice, but I'm being honest. I can honestly say that I might even feel more secure about investing in BNB than I do about Ethereum. And again, full disclosure, I love my ETH. I've been accumulating a lot of ETH lately, but I also make sure that I'm filling up my golden bag of that BNB token, baby. I want to be a VIP in that Binance ecosystem with over 20 million users worldwide and counting, and arguably the best fiat on-ramp and just the best general ecosystem in the cryptocurrency space. And I know what you're thinking, Earl. You know, I have been going on about crypto.com a lot. But at the end of the day, Binance has really positioned itself as one of the major, if not the biggest major player in the third-party centralized ecosystem of the cryptocurrency space. So if you want to hear a little bit more detail about that, then make sure you stay tuned for today's video. Enjoy, folks.
You can still enjoy this one. Use the bilateral.
Alright, so as we can see here, Binance destroys 68 million of BNB in the most expensive burn to date. Binance has completed its latest quarterly burn. It was its biggest ever in terms of dollar value. So this is an article from Decrypt by Robert Stevens. Thank you, sir. It was on October 17th, 2020. So that's the BNB there. That's the fire there. It's getting burned. So in brief, what happened? As I said before, it completed its 13th quarterly burn. $60 million worth of the BNB token was burned. The price didn't budge much yet, but I tell you what, I really do think it's going to increase in value over time. So let's keep going on down, just have a quick look. So in case you didn't know, it was a Malta-based exchange. That's where Binance are primarily based there, all right, even though it is an international company. And basically in the 13th token burn, which destroyed 2,253,888 tokens, or if you like, 1.13% of the token supply, it's its highest ever burn, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of dollar value, and the 4th highest in terms of the amount of BNB that was actually burned. So let's just have a scroll down, guys. I'm going to go through the whole article here, but I just want you to really understand what the process of burning is compared to minting and why it's important. So burning involves the destroying of BNB, that's taking it out of circulation, all right? Burning is the opposite of minting, which refers to creating new coins. Burning takes place periodically to increase the scarcity of the coin, theoretically pumping up the price. Binance uses its profits to buy up Binance Coin on the open market, then burn it. Its aim is to reduce the supply to 100 million BNB tokens eventually. There are currently 144,406,561 BNB currently in circulation. Talking a little bit more about the price here. This is the Binance chart here. Okay, over the monthly period, slight increase over there, but we will have a little bit of a look at CoinGecko just in a moment. So as you can see here, Binance burns BNB every quarter, okay, every yearly quarter that is. Last quarter it burned 1.74% of the token supply, or 3,477,388 tokens at the time, worth 60.5 million. Binance has had a really strong year, guys, and to be honest, it always does have a pretty strong year. Yes, it had a crash in March like so many of the other tokens and got to a bottom of $8, but it has rebounded up and is sitting around $25 and $29 at the moment. And from this tweet from the man himself, Zongpen, 68 million US dollars worth of BNB taken out of circulation forever. If you don't understand burn, buyback, airdrop, QE, and stimulus, then you are at a significant disadvantage to reach financial freedom. Better learn it. I can't agree more with him about that. These incremental burns of BNB are an extremely clever strategy that Binance have been implementing since 2017, and it was an idea that they had brought about before the ICO stage of the BNB token had ever come about. Ladies and gentlemen, it is extremely important to understand. Limited supply, increased demand of the Binance token through good use case and utility is only going to allow that BNB price appreciation to absolutely skyrocket. It's one of the reasons why Bitcoin's 21 million supply gives it so much value. All right, I hope that all makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. So before I go on and we talk a little bit more about the exact utilities of Binance token and where I think it's going based on those utilities, let's take a little bit of look at the tokenomics more specifically on today's date, which is the 20th of November 2020, on my favorite website to look at coins, which is CoinGecko. All right, so its current price, ladies and gentlemen, we have $29 US and 3 cents. We've had a price appreciation of 3.4% today. And if we go over to the left-hand side here, we can clearly see that BNB, I believe it's number 9. Yes, it is here. The market cap rank is number 9. We've got all the information here, guys. I'll leave this in the comment section as well, so if you want to check that out. Folks, let's pay close attention here. We got a market cap of $4,293,148,427 US dollars. That is absolutely massive. A 24-hour trading volume of 368,275,755. And let's have a really close look at this. This is really important. The circulating supply versus the total supply, all right? We got a circulating supply of 147,883,948 out of 179 million total supply, all right? So it's this supply here, right, that will only be reduced over time incrementally for every quarter of every year going forward for the foreseeable future, all right? So if we have a scroll down here and we have a look, guys, this is some really interesting statistics that you just got to see. So if we have a look here, again, the price is 29 bucks a pop. Now, what was the low, folks? Where are we? The all-time low, it was about 3 years ago, October 19th, when I got involved in crypto. 0.0398 cents. Geez Louise. We've had an increase of 72,667.5% over 3 years. What other investment is going to give you that? And to be completely honest with you, that seems outrageous, especially for those of you in traditional finance sectors, but that is only going to increase, and it is only 27% away from its all-time high, which was 1 year ago. I gotta say, it looks decent, all right? We had this little drop here, which was on the 9th of March in 2020 with when you know what started to happen. We had a big red candle there, but ever since then, we have slowly, surely, steadily climbed all the way back up. Hit a little bit of a bounce here, all right, at around 30 bucks, back down, and I think it's all up from here. What are your thoughts? Now, I did touch on this at the start of today's video, but I've got to be honest, when I'm reviewing altcoins, I'm always looking out for the negatives first, but I got to be completely honest. Can you guys help me out? What do you see as some potential negative bits about Binance? I mean, I've really been thinking about this for some time, and I mean, the only real negative that I can take from Binance is the fact that it is a native token for a centralized exchange. All right, well, centralized, okay. And, you know, a lot of people would say that, you know, that is kind of like against the ethos of crypto, you know, from when Bitcoin started, or when Satoshi Nakamoto started BTC in 2009. However, at the same time, I think it's not really fair to pigeonhole it too much as a negative because, you know, crypto and technology on the whole in general over the last 10 years has evolved rapidly, and there's still a lot of decentralized or more decentralized options and protocols where you can get involved in cryptocurrency in a decentralized way versus a centralized way. And in terms of the tokenomics themselves, so when I say tokenomics, I'm talking about like circulating supply, total supply, whether there's a mint function on the token, which there's not. All right, they're doing incremental burns, which is incredibly great for the tokenomics. All right, they're going to get down to, what was it, like 100 million. All right, 100 million. What do you think's going to happen, folks? You've got to sometimes just think logically about this. Think about the utilities of the Binance token. Binance is the biggest trading, or arguably one of the biggest trading platforms in the entirety of the world. People that are holding Binance are VIP. They're very important people. There are so many people that use Binance for its amazing liquidity trading on the exchanges. Who wouldn't want to have, I think it's 15 or 20% reduction in their trading fees per trade when they're holding the BNB token? To be honest, just that pure one singular utility in itself is enough for me to say that it's extremely bullish, but there's more. It's not just the saving on trading fees, ladies and gentlemen. You can now stake your Binance in so many different ways. There's so many different ways and coins in which you can stake Binance for through the launch pad, and it helps with the overall development of the Binance ecosystem. All right, I'm not saying that staking your BNB for a lot of the coins that have recently been on the launch pad are necessarily going to be good investments for your staking, because I'm going to be honest, I haven't done my research into all of these coins because there are just so many that are coming out all of the time, and I only have so much time in the day with my day job. But what I can say is, there's just a lot of good reasons to hold BNB. You can stake it, I think, for around 5%. You can get involved in DeFi. There's some really good trading pairs that you can get involved in as well. And it's just a really, really great token to have on the whole. Oh, and yeah, did I mention that one other thing? The Binance card, all right, the simplicity of the Binance card. Binance cards are getting launched throughout Europe. Yes, they're taking their sweet time. Could you hurry up? I want my virtual card at least. I have to admit, the onboarding and just the information around the Binance card for me as a user has been a little bit average, all right? But the Binance card compared with the SXP, the swipe ecosystem, I think is just gonna be absolutely massive, all right? It's over 20 million user base and growing, is gonna have access to this virtual Binance card. And in short, the more BNB token you're holding anywhere on the Binance exchange, the higher, depending on which tier you fall in, all right? So basically, the more BNB you hold on the exchange, anywhere on the exchange, which I think is absolutely great, the higher percentage cashback you're gonna get for using that BNB card. And I think it does a really smart thing where it's different to the swipe cards in that you're not gonna get your free Spotify, your free Netflix, your free Amazon Prime, and your other perks and discounts that come with the swipe card itself, all right, which I'm saving up for as well. But that's for another video. BNB, as far as I'm aware, just focuses solely on the cashback and using the technology that they have acquired from Swipe. Guys, this card is going to be absolutely massive. It just gives even more ease of use to onboard people onto the platform. You can also, of course, attach your Visa debit card to the Binance centralized exchange to buy your crypto as well, and it's just super, super easy. What are your thoughts on the card as well? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just really want to summarize and conclude this video by saying thank you for staying and watching on to the very end. If you are new around here and you did find value in today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and like the video so more people can see it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and you think I just might be a cool dude. And make sure you let me know what your opinion is on Binance as a whole and the BNB ecosystem. I don't want to just hear about the positives. If there are some negative things about Binance or some negative experiences that you have had with Binance, not to mention something I didn't mention before, their customer service is pretty good, or if you've had some bad experiences with customer service through Binance yourself, let me know. I'd be really interested to find out what you think. I think, you know, Binance is one of those companies and one of those coins. It's a really, really big and fast growing company. It's been around for a long time, but it doesn't really get spoken about a lot. It's kind of like the dark horse. It just floats around in the background while all the other altcoins and Bitcoin, Ethereum are taking the spotlight, doing their madness. It's that crazy volatility. But gotta say, you know, Binance is one of those steady ones. And I gotta be completely honest with you. Again, not financial advice, never financial advice, but I'm holding big bags of Binance. I'm accumulating, and I really do see Binance in the same way that I do view Ethereum, possibly even with more potential than Ethereum. When I think about Binance, I think about steady, long-term growth for my crypto portfolio. Same with ETH. Bitcoin, of course, is king. And then I diverse into just a few other little altcoins and projects, which, you know, obviously are a lot more high risk because they're essentially all just a bunch of startups. So please, guys, let's create some community discussion around this topic. If you haven't noticed already, I am so passionate about Binance and just like everything that it's doing. And like, yeah, it's just been around for ages. It's you know, it's not a new idea. It just, the utility makes perfect sense. It all just makes perfect sense. The burns are just absolutely fantastic. All right, I think they're doing great things with the community. They're on board. They're great on social media and Twitter. Oh, and also full disclosure, I'm not sponsored by Binance in absolutely any way whatsoever. I'm just accumulating as much as I possibly can. I hope you enjoyed today's video, ladies and gentlemen, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers, viewers.